Welcome, everybody, to the JJ and Pug Show. It is November 25th, 2025. We are recording from the Highland Communities Podcast Studios, and happy Thanksgiving, Jason.
Happy Thanksgiving. Can you believe it's Thanksgiving in 2025?
Bro, it's insane. The year is over. We have a month left of this.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It is really freaking nuts.
Dude, you have a 10-month-old, bro. Like, she brought him in, and I'm like, what? Like,
I know.
And, dude, he was all giggles. As soon as he came around the corner, he just laughing at me the whole time, dude. Just a happy baby. But I'm like, how old is he now? She goes, 10 months. I'm like, what?
Insane, right? Dude. It is hard for me to fathom that he is old because I feel like he just barely born.
I feel like he was just rolling around in here on the floor when we were talking. And then, like, we'd be like, oh, hang on, I got to get the baby, And just, wow, weird.
It is truly insane. For all you people out there who hear old people like us talk about how crazy it is that time flies, it only becomes even more real as you get older.
Well, and the funny thing is, you don't listen when you're young. You're like, nah, I have all kinds of time. I'm only 19, bro. It's going to be forever until I'm 40. No, it's not. No. Especially when you have kids. Oh, yeah. Like, I had them so young. Like, I don't remember a portion of my life that like that in my 20s without kids, right? But I feel like as you have kids, it's just like there's 10 months is gone and you don't even know it. Before you know it, he'll be 3.
Dude.
Which that means that your older ones will be 10. Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, crap.
Dude, my older ones are 9 in a month.
Oh, see, they'll be 12, bro.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Just the other day, Kempsey, my daughter, my oldest daughter, is holding him, the baby, and she says, I don't want him to get any bigger. I'm like, do you have any idea how many times I said that about you?
Yeah.
Like, and you're holding him now. You change his diapers. That's how big you are now.
That's insane.
It is. Also,
just wait. They'll be freaking 18 before you know it, bro.
Dude, don't tell me about that because I was actually just going to say, how's it feeling that, like, Allie's gone?
Yeah, she's, it's funny. She's still home, but she's gone. And it's like, at any moment, I'm just waiting for her to say, hey, my friends and I are getting an apartment. We're moving. And I'm like, and I almost encourage it at this point. Like, I know it's going to be hard because it ain't like, you can get a 1-bedroom apartment back when we were in $500.
Yes.
Now they're $1,500-$1,600. But I keep telling her, I'm like, go find a 1-bedroom, get 3 other girls and just bunk up and have fun with it. Like, come and go as you please. Don't have to check in with anybody. You don't have to say nothing. Like, it's just a learning thing. But
I do have to say this. I think girls are a lot different when it comes to the personal space.
Yeah.
Like, for them to share a 1-bedroom, I think that
it'd be more the 1-bathroom problem. Yes. That would be probably the issue.
Because I know with us guys, I wouldn't have cared about that at all, man.
I don't care at all.
I mean, when I went on my mission, first place I went in, 1-bedroom, 1 bath, shared it with another dude, never met before. It was fine.
Yeah, like,
and that was the case the entire time.
Yeah, you don't even think about it.
No.
But I'm sure, girls are probably a little bit more. Like, I know they would never just move in with a stranger. For the most part, there are girls that don't care and they're cool about it. But for the most part, they wanted to be friends or whatever. Yes. Where if you gave me my own room, I could live in a house with 4 other people I don't even know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, well, just don't touch my food.
I was like, to an extent, because there are times where you start to get to the point where you're like, dude, this guy's crossing the lines.
Well, but then you just got to stand up for yourself, right? And be like, hey, look, this isn't going to work. In that sense, you need to stop. But for the most part, if I have my own space, I could put a mini fridge in my room. Like, I could probably survive for at least a year and then figure out, okay, the lease is up. Like, I don't want to do this again, right?
Dude, I remember when I first got home from my mission, got a place in downtown Mesa, and me and my buddy moved in. We're having a great time. And he goes and he gets a pizza. I can't remember what the name of the place. It was like a fancy pizza place, like. I'm not even going to remember what it is. Nando's? Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. No, Nando's is a Mexican place.
Yeah, that's a Mexican place, but I feel like it's a similar name to that.
Nino's? Because that's from Ninja Turtles.
Dude, this was, dude, this was 2007. So, I mean, 18 years ago. I can't remember the name of the place. All I know, it was a fancy pizza place. This guy spent some coin, and he was like, all right, man, don't touch it. I'm like, dude, don't worry. I ain't going to touch your stuff. It's in the fridge. He comes home one day. Pizza box is empty. Pizza box in the fridge. The clown that finished the pizza put the box back in the fridge.
That's fighting, bro.
You better believe he lost his mind. Justifiably so. 100% justified in losing his mind.
Did whoever did it cop to it?
Oh, no, he found him out. I'm not going to out them right now.
Well, tell me how he found it out.
He started grilling everybody.
Oh, so it was just like, it wasn't like he set something up. Like, he just started asking the right questions.
Oh, yeah. He started grilling everybody. He's like, did you touch my pizza? Did you tell me the truth? And this guy, by the way, most non-confrontational person in the world.
Bro, food will do it. Food brings out the...
Exactly, dude. You touch someone's food?
Oh, I'm that way, bro. I used to get really upset, and I still do, but I let it go because you have kids, right?
Yeah.
Dude, like...
Oh, that's one of my kids. My kids do not touch my treats.
I remember being in high school, and it didn't matter if I was with my girlfriend or my buddies. We could get whatever food we wanted. But if I get fries, those are my fries. Like that doesn't mean that you don't get fries. You can eat my fries, right? Like,
yes.
To me, I get to the point in marriage where I was always ordering 2 things of fries, whether she wanted it or not, because you're not getting my fries. Like if you wanted fries, you should have said you got fries. Mm-hmm. Well, I just figured I'd eat yours. Yeah, well, you figured wrong.
Yeah, well, then why didn't you order your own?
Those are their fighting words, bro. Like, do not touch my French fries.
It is so funny how that's universal. That's a universal thing. That's a universal thing. I think it's very specific to French fries because it's not so much for pizza, chips. Yeah, a bag of chips, not so much.
No, like, here, you want some chips? Yeah, sure, we share that all day, right?
But French fries, because they come in very select portions. And if you get them, like I have a very specific way. When I go to a place and I ask for French fries, I say, I want them as crispy as a potato chip. Fry them to where you don't think you should be frying them anymore, and then serve them to
Do you do that at In-N-Out?
Yes. Extra crispy.
And that's the thing. I didn't know that till recently, like maybe like 4 months ago, where you could get fries. Because that's In-N-Out's, there's one of my favorite fast food restaurants.
But it's top notch.
The French fries are the weakest point of that meal.
Totally agree.
But when you make them crispy or well done, extra well done, that changes them French fries up for sure.
I remember I first started asking that question to Wingstop, and this was probably 10 years ago. And that's what I do from now on. So if I'm getting fries from somewhere and I ask them my specific way, and someone starts taking them, I'm like, why didn't you get your own? I asked for them my way. These are my fries my way. Yeah. Don't touch my fries.
Touch my fries again. I'm gonna be missing a finger, bro.
Well, we don't have a whole lot on there because it is Thanksgiving week. So we said, hey, we're going to do something because we did take a long gap in there. And so just so we can keep up with the regularity of this, and because the year is almost over.
It's nuts. It's going to
get even harder next month because that's when all the family get-togethers and the company parties start happening. And
the worst time of year.
Freaking Grinch. My gosh.
Oh, I hate it.
Bah humbug over here,
it's
dude.
The worst. If I could disappear for the month of December and not be involved, it would be
I think
gone.
Slade would have something a little bit similar to that. For her, she loves the holidays. Like, she'll be watching a Hallmark Christmas movie, but she's like, do we have to get together all the time?
Yeah, I just hate what Christmas has become.
Yes,
it's so commercialized. It drives me nuts. And that's where it's one thing, like the spirit of Christmas and the idea of like I'm almost at the point now in my life where I'd rather like adopt a family that's less fortunate.
Yeah.
Because I've been very blessed with a career and all that. Like, hey, like somebody may need some help, and it's the people that don't ask for help that you want to help, right? Yeah. It's not the people that are begging on the streets. Like, I don't give $1 to a homeless dude, bro. Like, you got plenty of people that can help you out.
Like, the funniest about that.
It drives me nuts.
How open
dude.
you are about it too.
And here's the thing. Mark my words, anybody listening, it's going to get 10 times worse now after Thanksgiving because families will go and they'll bring their kids and stuff out and beg for money and they go jump in their Mercedes when they leave, bro. Like, no. I ain't about that. There are homeless people who need help. By all means, I get it. It's a very small percentage of homeless people that actually want and need help. The rest of them choose it, and it drives me freaking nuts.
Yeah, that actually is the hardest thing about it because you never know. You don't know who. I
know. Look at their shoes, bro. You know, if they have nicer shoes, or clean socks, they ain't homeless.
Yeah.
They ain't, dude. Unless you've had to use a sock to wipe your butt, you ain't homeless, bro. Like that's like, you know what I mean? Like don't tell me you're homeless and you got some Skechers, like nice clean Skechers on.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, it ain't gonna happen, dude. Like,
well, I mean, still, even though let's say if they have done their research and they make sure they know that they're dressed right, okay, I still have a hard time with it because you look at them and say your life is obviously harder than mine, but I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to donate. Because I don't know what you're going to do with that.
Well, that's why I give food. Like, okay, so I went to a meeting. We had pizza for lunch, and there was a lot of pizza left over, like 5 or 6 boxes. So I grabbed a pizza to take home. I'm like, it's New York NYPD pizza. It's good stuff. And so as I'm leaving, I went to the gym afterwards and was leaving, and there's a guy on the street. This is in downtown Phoenix, and he's got a sign that says, "Hungry, anything helps." And I'm like, I don't need this box of pizza. And I rolled the window down. I'm like, hey, bro, are you hungry? And he goes, yeah. And I said, do you want some pizza? And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, we'll give it to him. And you could see, like, he was very thankful, but I think he was expecting a slice, and I just picked up a extra large pizza and gave it to him.
There's always somebody at the door.
So, yeah, Amazon. So he was super. So that I'll do. I'll give food to him. But I have no joke had somebody turn down In-N-Out food.
No, I've had that happen to me, too. That's actually when you said that, my very first thought, I remember this clear as day. I was like 15
Make you want to kick a fat kid in Kmart, right?
I was like 15 years old, and my dad was a home builder growing up. And so my job, those kids that would walk up down the street with signs pointing, that was my job.
Spinning the sign. You were a sign spinner?
Dude, you better believe I felt like
you
I
were
was
like the
riding
beginner.
high because I made $40 on a Saturday. That was like, I couldn't believe I made
what a time to be alive.
I know. Anyway, so I did that every Saturday during school year. That was what I did and this was probably when I was 12, 13 years old. I still remember this is when you could go and get a cold cut combo.
Oh.
Okay?
Speak to me, buddy. That is just
$2.99.
Oh, bro. Bologna, every which way you can have it in a cold cut combo,
dude. So I remember my sister, we're driving from where we're taking. My sister's 2 years older than me. She's driving. So I must have been 14 years old. Anyway, we drive from the spot where we've been spinning signs to the nearest Subway, which is like a mile away. And I get my $2.99 cold cut combo, foot long. Oh. I eat half of it, and I'm taking the other half home. And I see a homeless guy. I'm like, hey, I got, you say you're hungry. Do you want a sandwich? She's like, nah. I was like, what? I was like, this is a brand new sandwich. She's like, I don't want your sandwich. And I immediately was like, okay, I guess I'm never doing this again.
That's what I'm saying.
You literally, you're over here holding a sign that says you're in need. Now, I'm extrapolating that across thousands of people that actually do need help. But I was a young, impressionable boy to be like, okay, so I guess I don't need help.
You don't need help.
Yeah, So if I would have said, hey, here's $5, would you have taken that? Because the sandwich was $3, and I was giving you half of a sandwich.
You ain't hungry. You ain't been hungry then. If you're turning down a free sandwich, you ain't hungry, bro.
Brent, like I said, and not even I had this in my truck after the gym. Pizza, you know what I mean? I literally walked out of the store and saw the guy.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But see, that's why I don't do it, bro. All it takes is one time. And I've had my fair share of one time, and I'm not.
My stance on this is probably not popular, but my thing is I donate to my church every single time. And I believe that they do the right thing with it.
Well, and that's why I never give money to Walmart when it says, do you want to round up? Nope. No, I don't, because I don't know what you're doing with that money.
Yeah, no, with that, but I'm like, you are one of the richest corporations in America. You don't need my 17 cents to be able to make a difference.
In-N-Out's saying the same thing right now. In-N-Out's like, do you want to donate to the homeless? No.
No. I say that to every single one of those things. If they ever ask, do you want to round up? No, the answer is no.
Because they use it as a tax write-off benefit or something. I'm like, no.
Oh, yeah, but it's like, you don't need my extra. Again, these are some of the wealthiest companies in the world. If you wanted to make a difference, take $1 from the proceeds of my purchase and make a difference. You don't need my 17 cents.
Yeah. Take a price. Take $1 out of your hands and make a difference. That's like, have you seen that Mark Cuban thing about him donating to Pakistan? Is that who's in war with Russia right now?
Oh, Ukraine.
Ukraine. Sorry. So he has family in Ukraine, and he talks about how we, as a country, should be giving and helping Ukraine and giving them money and stuff like that, right? And Tucker Carlson goes, hey, Mark, how much money do you give him? None. But we should do it. Tucker's like, but we should do it?
Billionaire?
Well, I'm trying to fix healthcare. But that's your family over there, so why don't you start with the... Oh, dude, it was like, oh, bro, gotcha.
Yeah, and but again, you are a billionaire who just sold your team for billions of dollars. You're going to tell me that you don't have an extra dime to be able to help your family in another country? And we've also had the conversation. I'm on the board of supporting Ukraine because they were attacked. I'm on board with that. However, as I've also said a billion times, if we really were all about America first, I can get behind that if we're really going to be America first, but we all know that's not the case. We're not America first. There's not a single political party in this country that actually is America first, because the minute they have the opportunity to be that way, sorry. We got some other things we need to handle first.
Yeah.
It's never America first. Never. And that goes for all you billionaires out there who say this garbage, like you, Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
You're not America first.
Not even close.
Not even close. And this sounds crazy. This sounds absolutely crazy when we say this. I think probably the one person that truly was, outside of Thomas Massey, America first, is resigning in January because she picked a fight with Donald Trump and she said, I'm done. And I think she's nuts. But I can also say this. I firmly believe she was 100% America first. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Did you hear about that one?
No.
Yeah, she's resigning January 5th, I think. That's her last day as a U.S. Congress representative from Georgia.
They all need to retire.
The thing is, dude, she's like the only one that, was she like 40? She's young for Congress standards. Let's make that very clear. She might be in the mid-40s. Anyway, my point is like the people that actually say are America first, they get run out of office because they're not actually kowtowing to the real money out there, which is not America first.
No.
It's every other nation. It's every other possible problem that doesn't actually help Americans. I'm done.
It's true.
Okay. All right, dude. So last time we talked about how I told you the Cowboys were not going to catch this. They're not catching the Eagles. I still stand by it. They're not catching the Eagles for the division.
Oh, I don't know, bro.
However, you called it. You said you can't ever discount a rivalry game.
You can't.
Eagles are up 21-0. I wrote the game off. I said there's no way the Cowboys are coming back from that. Mostly because I thought there's no way the Cowboys are going to be able to stop
the defense.
The Eagles enough. Yeah, they're not going to be able to stop the Eagles enough. And they did. They stopped them at 21, right? It was 24-21?
24-21.
Cowboys came back with tied to the largest comeback in franchise history to secure a win. Mm-hmm. That's something, dude.
Yeah, they played really good. I mean, I've been a Cowboy fan for so long, I don't even care to get my hopes up or nothing. But it's true. But that's a big thing to do. That's a big win.
Yeah.
Now we've got the Chiefs on 3 days rest.
Cowboys are 5-5-1.
5-5-1.
Yeah.
So the Chiefs are a big. They're
6-5.
If we can beat the Chiefs, right? It'll help. Like every little win helps.
I think if you beat the Chiefs, you might knock them out of the playoffs.
Well,
because then they're 6-6, and they have to win out.
Yeah,
they have to win out. I mean,
they're not the Chiefs of the past. No. They're just not.
No. And I know I'm not saying mathematically so they don't have to win out. They could probably make it into the playoffs with 3 more wins. Like a 9-8 record probably gets them into the playoffs. But they're not winning their division. The Broncos are 9-2.
Yeah, where did they come from?
Dude, I'll tell you what. I think of all the fraudulent records out there, I think they're the most fraudulent. And I know that I'm talking to Broncos Nation out there. You're all going to come at me like this, specifically you, Zach Corbett. But your offense sucks.
But the thing is, they find ways to win in the fourth quarter, and that's really all that matters.
It's important. However, when you get to the playoffs, we talked about this last time, I just don't think you can bank on that. You have to be able to finish drives. You can't just go. You can't be going and losing to the Giants 26-0 and score 33 points in the fourth quarter to win a game. In the playoffs, that's not happening. The other team on the other side is too good. So you need to come with your offense in the first, second, third, fourth quarter. You can't be coming only in the second half. And I don't believe in the Broncos. I also don't believe in the Patriots. And my reason why I don't believe in the Patriots is not because they're not good. Obviously, you and I both think Mike Vrabel is a way better coach.
Oh, yeah.
He should not have gotten fired from Tennessee.
No.
Look what's happened to them since they fired him. My gosh.
Who's Tennessee?
Oh, dude. Exactly. Who's Tennessee? Yeah. But, I mean, he's a really good coach. However, the thing that I think we usually discount about these really good records on teams that kind of come out of nowhere, we got to remember they're also playing last place schedules.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the Broncos were worst in their division, so they're playing the worst team of every other person on their division schedule, right? I mean, non-division schedule. So everybody knows how the schedules line up. You always have another division in football you play, plus your own. So you play your own team, your own division, 2 games in every single season, plus in a whole other division, like the NFC South will play the AFC South, etc. And so that goes on a rotation. And then any other non-solid, solidified games in your schedule, you get the last place person in that other division, right? So the Patriots are beating up on last place teams from last year. And they're definitely better than them. I mean, getting to 9-2 is no joke. That's a real thing. But also at the same time, it's like, okay, what happens when it's January? Are they going to be able to really do this against the perennial playoff guys like
the Bills?
The Bills, who have been scuffling. They're not hardcore right now.
But the thing is they're scuffling at the right time.
They are 100%.
Right? Like
if you're going to have a hard patch, this is the time.
Right now is the time to do it.
Kind of the same thing with the Chiefs. The Chiefs are going through that rough patch right now, but everybody is scared of the ghost of the Chiefs because we know what they've done.
If the Chiefs make the playoffs, it's all bets are off.
Yeah, all bets are
anything goes now. Like it's like it's still the Chiefs, and then psychologically, Josh Allen still has to beat Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs in the cold weather. You know, like it's got to happen.
Yeah, and it's when you think about like the playoffs specifically. We do have still those perennial powers. Like we still have the Buffalo Bills, the Kansas City Chiefs. They're still there. They're still in the hunt. May not be like chokehold on their divisions like it has been. But like you said, if you're going to scuffle, right now is the time. Struggle in November because December is when it matters. December and January is when it matters. So if you're going to have some struggles, October, November is a great time for it.
Well, I'd love for the Chiefs to struggle one more game.
Specifically the next game.
Specifically this one coming up in 2 days.
Where are the Eagles at? Are they 7-4? Is that the record? Or 8-3?
They're 7. I think they're 7-4 now.
Oh, let's pull it. You pull it up over there. So I'm just thinking because I still don't believe that they can beat the Eagles. I still believe the Eagles are going to take that division. Obviously, you're not worried about the Giants, even though, bro, Jameis Winston remains the funnest guy in the NFL, dude.
Dumb.
Oh my gosh! Did you see the catch he had on that flea flicker?
Yeah, and then he catches and he's able to like dance his way into the end zone.
Yeah, dude, that was an amazing catch.
You want to punch him in the throat,
bro? Yeah, broken tackle. That linebacker is never going to live that one down, dude. Every time he goes into the film room, they're going to show that to start the film room session. Like, don't be this guy. I can't remember who it was. Clearly not that important of a guy. The Giants ended up losing that game, though, didn't they?
Yeah.
Because they were playing who?
They were playing because they were up.
Yeah.
They were playing Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit won it in overtime. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Jameer Gibbs went off on that game, like 219 yards or something like that. Speaking of which, did you know that we're in a fantasy league?
Yeah. You don't play much.
I didn't know. I didn't know until we got invited to that.
You didn't realize we've been playing fantasy football this whole time?
I had no idea.
Oh, my God.
Okay, and let me tell you how little I knew, okay? I didn't know until Caden Roth invited us to his basketball league. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I accept the basketball league. And I didn't realize I deleted that app from last time. I opened it up, and it's like, all right, choose from which league you want to be a part of. I'm like, I'm in another league. Open it up. Bro, my team's 1-10. You should see the players I had active. Almost all of them were on IR. Like, Lamar Jackson was starting quarterback. I think he missed 5 games this season.
Yeah, he missed a ton.
Yeah, so he was there. I had Mike Evans playing. Mike Evans has missed most of the season. He also was on IR. And there were a couple of guys I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm not going to care about this, but I'm not going to be the guy that's not even playing active players. So I had to go in and like drop a whole bunch of people and bring people back on. But it was not great.
Philly is 8-3.
8-3, okay.
However, in the division, they're 2-2, and the Cowboys are 3-1.
Okay, but does that matter for the division title?
I don't know how that works.
I don't think it matters.
Why would it not though? If you beat everybody in your division,
I think if the end of the season you have similar, if you have the identical record, division record would win out on division title.
They have a chance. I mean, it's I don't. It's going to be tough.
It's always weird though because the Cowboys also have that tie, so that throws the whole standings off.
Yeah, because if they had won that game, then you wonder where they would be in that ranking of the. I don't know, dude.
They'd be one game back, right?
They'd be 6-5. They're right now. They'd be 6-5.
No,
so
3 games back.
They'd be 2. They'd be 2 games back if they were 6-5.
Oh, that's right. They'd be 6-5 versus 8-3. Yeah, yeah. 2 games though. That's quite a bit to make up in 6 weeks remaining in the season.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at strength of schedule, I don't know who's Philly play. Let's look.
They're playing a first place schedule, so it's not going to be easy.
They have. That was when they played Dallas. So they have the Bears, the Chargers, and then the Raiders coming up.
The Bears are another team that I find fraudulent.
But they could beat the Eagles on a win, like they beat Dallas. I don't know how, but they did.
Because Dallas is average.
That's true.
Dallas is not bad. Their defense was awful, but their offense is great. So and if their defense is going to do what they did yesterday and actually grow a pair, then they actually have a chance. I think that they're average. I don't think that they're bad. I don't think that they're good. I think that they're average.
They play the Washington Commanders, the Buffalo Bills, and then
Commanders are awful.
Again.
The Bills are obviously going to be a challenge. And you said who again?
It's the Commanders and the Bills for the last 3 games, but they play Commanders, Bills, Commanders.
Commanders, Bills, Commanders, and that's 2 wins. Commanders can't do crap. If Jaden Daniels is out,
I agree. But again, I'm telling you, division games you cannot bank on anything.
I hear what you're saying.
I hate when the Cowboys play anybody in the division because it doesn't matter if the Cowboys are 12-2 and they're playing the Commanders who are 2-10 or whatever that what I mean. It's like here we go. It's down to the wire.
I hear you, but dude, they're going to be starting Marcus Mariota,
who was great at Oregon.
Great at Oregon. Lost to Cam Newton in the championship game, right? Was it Cam Newton he lost to, or who did he lost in the championship?
Auburn, maybe. I don't know. Did Cam play at Auburn?
I know that Cam played Oregon to win the national championship.
Then probably.
I don't remember if it was Marcus Mariota as a quarterback or not. I don't know. I just know that Marcus Mariota did not complete the magical season, and he has been a bust in the NFL. And I wonder how much of that has to do with the fact that he was drafted to the Titans. Because when you get drafted to certain organizations, as we've talked about before, you're just screwed. You're not going to get there.
Yep.
There's very few people that actually raise the ability of the franchise. Like Peyton Manning's probably one of the few that I could think of. Well, obviously Tom Brady.
This thing just stopped, but I started it right away, so there might be a gap in here. But
why does yours keep doing that?
Well, I had to take it out because this thing's at 1%. The camera, so I got to.
You got to plug her in. Oh, that's nuts, dude. All right, well, let's just get this out of the way really quickly because the Cardinals suck.
Go America's team,
dude. The Cardinals,
bro. I watched that game. It's terrible. Like
they are maddening in a lot of ways. How Jason?
Bro, Trevor Lawrence threw 3 interceptions.
Trevor Lawrence sucks. I mean, dude, I gotta say,
he's a gangly looking dude too,
I
bro.
feel like it's one of those things where I wonder if we're ever going to be able to actually figure out the science to predict whether or not a good college quarterback can be good in the pros. Because if there was ever one that I thought was a for sure definitely going to hit it was Trevor Lawrence.
I think he would have, but again, the problem is when you're a really good quarterback, you go to a really terrible team.
It's true.
So it's almost better to almost be mid in the, as the kids say now, mid in college, but still be good enough to play and just get in.
Jalen Hurts.
I mean, Josh Allen,
but he was prolific at college. The problem is he went to a small college that nobody.
Well, right, but these are all these kids. He didn't get drafted high. Well, he but. You're talking like, look at all the Heisman Trophy quarterback winners. When was the last one to actually win something? Jalen Hurts?
But I
don't think he was a Heisman guy, was he?
He did with Oklahoma. He won the Heisman in Oklahoma.
So, but
that was after he transferred from Alabama because he lost his job to Tua Tagovailoa.
Right.
And Tua sucks.
I
wonder how much of that has to do with all the concussions, though.
Probably.
Because I really
he probably sees double when he's throwing to the ball.
Oh,
yeah. You never know.
Yeah, that guy's got some issues. But I mean, like, Trevor Lawrence he's 6'6", 230 pounds, can run.
Bro, his neck is so much taller than his body.
I've seen him
I saw him from me to you. I'm like, bro, I want to crush his windpipe.
I wonder if the long hair makes it look better.
I don't know. No, because it's not long enough.
Well, what if he cut his hair?
Oh, he'd probably look worse.
Because you remember the guy? He played for the Buccaneers. He was 6'7".
He's got a giant nose too, bro.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, he's got a beak. I would make fun of him if I was his friend about his beak.
Yeah, bro, you make $50 million a year. Do something about that.
Yeah, dude, you can get that shaved down or something.
All you got to do is say, like, hey, yeah, I've got some problem breathing. I need to get a nose job.
Yeah,
nobody's going to worry about your vanity.
Yeah, and all of a sudden you look perfect. Yeah. Well, at least halfway. You can't get your neck down.
But also the problem is he can't throw an accurate ball. Okay, he 4 turnovers.
Hey, in fairness, though, like, let's give fairness to him. The colors were kind of similar.
I mean, if you're colorblind... Like, legitimately, if you're red,
white and dark red, super close.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, hey, but you know what? At the end of the day, 2 months from now, they're not going to look at that. They're looking at a W.
Yeah, they got a W, and I think they're winning. They're beating. They have the NFC South right now in hand. Like, if they win out, they're the champs.
That's gross.
It is, but that's also because the NFC South always sucks. Actually, you know what? The Texans might take it. Texans are actually coming They're coming pretty hard. Texans are doing all right now lately. But anyway, my point is like Trevor Lawrence, a guy
the Colts are beating that division.
I totally forgot about the Colts.
The Colts are 8-3,
and Jaguars are
7-4.
7-4, and what are the Texans?
6-5 because they just put a beating on Josh Allen.
Bills. Oh, they stacked him 8 times.
God, yeah, more times than he's ever been on the ground.
Dude, I am very upset about this.
And then the Tennessee Titans come in at a cool 1-10.
And where'd that one come from? Where'd that one come from?
Cardinals.
Oh, yeah, here in Glendale. Right here in the state of Arizona. They just absolutely crapped the bed in the worst possible game you could ever imagine. And again, yesterday, losing that in overtime. Like, 2 days ago, whatever it was. The Cardinals are in a bad spot. And I'm at the point now where I'm like, I never like to call for a coach's job, especially with my own team, because I'm like, dude, I don't know what they're going through. But at this point, it's like, listen, Jonathan Gannon's had 3 years. He's had 3 years. He just is. He's not it. He's not it.
Dude, that play call for 4th down. Okay, so I don't understand the mindset because your kicker, he needed to get 3 more yards. You'd be in kicker's distance, right? But 4 more yards was a 1st down. And you couldn't get 4 yards if you were trying to any other time. And then you throw that kind of ball.
See, here's my problem is they were getting – dude, they have probably the second best pass catching tight end in the game right now.
Oh,
and
yeah,
if you can't get 5 yards with Trey McBride, then –
But yeah, will you throw that ball up to like double cover?
And know that put to a guy who guess how many catches he has in his entire NFL career?
7.
3.
He has 3. Day my answer
and this is not, by the way, not his first year in the NFL. This is his 3rd year in the NFL.
Why do you throw off your back foot to that guy?
I don't know.
A quick slant would make more sense, but here's me. I honestly would have taken the field goal try. You lose either way.
Yeah,
you lose if you don't make the 1st down, and you lose if you miss the field goal. So give your kicker a chance. He may hit it.
He also missed a 31-yarder earlier in the game.
So what, dude? Kickers, that happens.
I know, but not 31.
But dude, 31? It doesn't matter, bro. You shank when he didn't come short.
No, but he missed it.
But it doesn't matter if he was short. It'd be a different story.
You ever seen Mulan?
Yeah,
obviously. Okay, when she's about to try and take out the leader of the Han army. No, the Han army. And what?
The Han.
Yeah. No, we're not. It's not the Han army. What is it? Genghis Khan.
I'm pretty sure it's Han. I don't care.
Whatever it is, the bad guys.
Yes.
And instead of shooting him, he is point blank range. She does the smart thing and actually hits the mountain way behind, right? But as she's letting go of it, Mushu says, "You missed. He was 3 feet in front of you, and you missed." That's what I thought of when he missed that field goal. It is impossible to get closer to kick that field goal.
You couldn't make that field goal.
I'm not a professional athlete. I'm not in the NFL kicking balls.
I still give it to my kicker.
I'll say this. I think I've told you this before, I will never get on a coach's back for being aggressive. I really appreciate that.
Aggressive and dumb are two different things.
Exactly. That to me was a dumb play call. Michael Wilson has been tearing it up since he's become receiver number 1 since Marvin Harris went down, right? The appendectomy. Probably going to miss, well, maybe he comes out this week, but not likely. Anyway, you can run a stick route with Trey McBride. Again, probably the second best pass catching tight end in the league right now. 5 yards down to make sure you get a first down. Run a slant with Michael Wilson. Like, you've got big bodied receivers, and you went to a dude at the goal line who's got 3 catches in his history.
It's like, for me, I'm like, why do you not run trips to the wide side and run a quick slant on the other side?
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to be overloaded to the other side. I want my one-on-one match with Michael Wilson. I'm going to try it. If I lose that, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But that pass that they did, it's like, come on, bro.
I heard, some of the cope I heard was basically, either we win this right now or we lose this game. This is the way it's going to go down. And I just thought that was a really stupid. I mean, there's time on the clock.
Yeah.
Again, maybe if you kick the field goal, maybe you miss it. Maybe you tie it and the Jaguars go down the other end and they win the game. But I thought throwing it that deep in that position, you're right. Difference between aggressive and dumb, that was dumb.
Yeah. So sad. So glad I'm not a Cardinal fan.
Well, I'm glad
I have my own problem. I have my own problem.
I would rather, I don't know if I, actually, you know what? We're both kind of in purgatory.
Yeah, it just sucks.
It sucks for both of us. I mean, it's really not better.
One day will be our year.
It's not going to be mine, bro. At least with the history of the Cowboys, you've got a not recent, but you have a history.
We have at least a Super Bowl trophy or
more than
five. Yeah,
I was say you actually have a history. Yeah. Cardinals, no, we got no history. None.
They never will.
But you know that does have history. They don't have a championship, but the Suns have history. And they're playing well. Last night they got absolutely waxed. But I looked at that dude, that Rockets team, even without Kevin Durant playing. You want to talk about an insanely athletic team. The athleticism on the Rockets is insane. They are, oh my gosh, Amen Thompson's nuts. And everything that they were doing, like even if they were missing their shot, I've heard Bill Simmons basically say that the Rockets almost feels like they intentionally missed shots to get offensive rebounds. Because they score on the offensive rebound. They get like a 50% offensive rebound rate, which is an unbelievable number.
Yeah,
an unbelievable number. And that was what was happening to us last night. We couldn't hit shots when we needed to. And somehow today's NBA, the snowball effect of going from down 6 to down 20 happens like that. And
that's insane.
But before that, we beat the Timberwolves and we beat the Spurs. We have a winning record right now and a team that doesn't quit. It's very nice. It's very nice.
I haven't watched one game.
Well, you should.
I know, and it's not that I don't want to, or I wouldn't. I just don't think about it.
Well, one of the things that sucks is finding them is next to impossible to do. Even though our owner put them on free television, and it is impossible to find them because of all these stupid contracts between different streaming services. Oh, dude, I hate streaming so much. I was one of the early adopters, man, and I am.
You're over it?
I'm so freaking over it. With that,
don't breathe.
Breathe. You looked at me like
you usually
what?
say it.
I know, but I was like, I'll give you the shot at
it. I don't know what to do with my hands.
The JJ and Pug Show theme song was written, composed, and performed by Lane Hartman. Special thanks to Highland Communities for all the support given to our show. You can find the JJ and Pug Show podcast wherever you do listen to podcasts. Look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Remember to share the show with your friends and family and subscribe wherever you do listen. If you're able to, please feel free to support us by sending a donation to us by going to ko-fi.com/the JJ and Pug Show. That is ko-fi.com/the JJ and Pug Show. Again, thank you so much, everybody, for all the support, whether that is by simply listening, whether that is sharing it with a friend, or giving us that sweet, sweet cash. We truly appreciate it all. Thank you so much.